Hey guys, the Slink here. I wasn't in the last episode. I know Wrink went down to Nichols College and everything. He had a great time. The Slink wasn't there. And I know you guys are probably going to be disappointed about this episode, but the Wrink isn't going to be here this episode. He's missing his first episode, actually.
Wait a minute!
Oh,
That's
shit.
fucking bullshit!
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait. Come again? Come again? Oh, motherfucking shit. Country.
Fuck!
I'm just gonna doxing. I don't need that shit toxic. Like the last time I trusted these hoes got me fucked. That's why I don't let them love me. Get the fuck off me. Who's on not know me? I used to rock with them phonies. Now I ride with my homies. Live on my lonely. Yes, I'm so lonely.
Yo.
And I'm rocking that jewelry. Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. Yo.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Seth.
My dog Wrink.
How good does it feel to be back?
Oh my god! Fucking words can't even describe it, baby! Wrink and the Slink!
Hold on. I got something words can describe. It's this sentence. This upcoming sentence I'm about to say. Hello! Everybody, my name is Ryan Cole. I'm joined alongside Seth Blackout and two lovely human beings in the booth.
Absolutely.
As I say your name, I would love for you to make yourselves known. We got Pope Henry behind the scenes. Pope Henry is the one that stitches the seams. We got Two Side. Step on in with your red Solo Cup, Two Side. And of course,
Side.
the intro song brought to you by Two Side, upcoming single. And holy fucking shit, Seth. Am I excited? Am I excited as fuck to welcome you back into the Wrink compound?
Cool, baby. Let's go.
What have you been up to the past couple weeks?
The grind is real, folks. We are working men, you know? We have to take matters into our own hands sometimes, like busy weeks and long nights. But we're made for that shit.
That's what it's for.
And that's exactly why we're back here.
Hardworking.
We're hardworking, and we're ready to be back and bring the community some entertainment that you guys will love!
Yeah! That's the fucking plan!
Wow!
Seth. Let me do this thing. I want to do this thing. We're going to play a little game.
Yeah.
We're going to play a little game. I'm going to do this thing where I ask you a question, and you're going to fucking respond. Now, the Eagles game. What the fuck happened with that thing? 10-17. Obviously a defensive-minded game, nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. My first opinion on the Eagles vs. Pats game last Sunday. Primetime game, 4:25. Not primetime, but you know.
America's game of the week.
Yeah, exactly.
It was worth it.
It was
matchup
actually
2 years ago.
that was the decision, but
Super Bowl match.
obviously the defense got off to a rough start. It was that bullshit pass interference call on Jason McCourty. But other than that, after that, the defense was lights fucking
that was like
out.
the first drive.
You would have, yeah, exactly.
That shit was a fucking. Honestly,
and they held him to a field goal.
Of course, you know what? Jake Elliott, props to him, great kicker.
Jake Bailey.
That's unacceptable. Props to him, great kicker. Kid weighs about fucking $150.
Dude, Belichick loves him.
I love him too. He's a good kicker.
Dude, he's
remember
entertaining to watch.
Remember his first game of the year last year? He kicked that 63-yarder to win the game, or 62 something, 61 to win the game. First game of the year. I don't forget who it was against, but it was the Eagles. Whatever. Good kicker.
Yeah,
That's beside the
he's a
point.
great kicker.
That fucking Eagles offense kind of sucks, dude. Carson Wentz, like, he kind of sucks, dude. I mean, I don't know if it's just a Carson Wentz thing, because he has had good games, obviously.
Yeah.
Henceforth, his starting position, but
It's always
that was
pressure's always
bullshit.
on
I mean,
the
that
QB.
Eagles offense is a sham. Of course, that Patriots defense. Do we blame that game more on the Patriots defense or the Eagles offense?
The defense played great in my mind.
It did.
Obviously, the wind and everything, the Eagles, like Philadelphia, weather was a big factor in the game. But also, the Eagles had starting wide receiver Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson, and their starting running back, Jordan Howard, all out of the game. Big factors in this Pats game, but
That would have been huge, especially Jordan Howard.
I believe the defense played lights out. You let an Eagles team up to 10 points. They're 5-4 before this. Coming into this matchup, like, I think the defense played lights out. I was happy to see how the defense performed.
What I like to think is...
Especially after that Ravens game.
Initially, yeah, after the Ravens game, like I was going to say, after the Ravens game, I had this, like... I didn't know if I felt exposed or not. I don't know if we felt exposed, and I thought everything was going to be downhill after that. But there's still some questions left after the Eagles game. I mean, this Cowboys offense is best in the league. I think passing-wise, correct?
They have a very good team on paper, especially that defense.
This Cowboys offense, irregardless of the record that they possess, it's a good fucking offense. It's a good offense.
They're 6-4.
Are they?
Yeah 6-4.
With a team like that, that's a very
and Dak's leading the league in passing yards as well.
And Dak's been great this year.
26 years old.
We'll give him some props for Dakage. You know,
his little pregame humps, left side, middle side, right side. Hump,
I don't think he's. I still
don't
think he's a $40 million quarterback.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Dak
and
Prescott.
Next year will be
you got Zeke too. Don't forget you got Ezekiel Elliott
with a great offensive line.
Yeah.
And Amari Cooper. Everyone was saying the Raiders
are
idiots for trading him away, but
lest we forget that fucking offensive line, best in the league.
Easily.
Heading back,
but they've drafted very well.
We're getting a little ahead of ourselves. That Eagles game, by the way, we could touch on a few more points of that.
A lot of points that game.
So, what I really want to talk about is that offense, the offense of the Patriots, of course.
Yep.
That shit's
under Tom Brady.
It's just lacking.
It's definitely not looking as something we'd expect.
I find myself straying farther and farther away from Sony Michel. I find myself having less and less confidence in Tom Brady. When he gets frustrated, he just starts fucking hucking it, and I hate it.
It seems like he's kind of careless in a sense.
It's bullshit. Man.
In that Ravens game, when we were having a good comeback, I know Edelman had that killer fumble that was returned for a touchdown that killed us. Really, the big benefactor in the game. I mean, we can't just throw it on Edelman because he's the only thing we actually have going in these offense.
And he's such a safety valve.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Absolutely, and like that sick touchdown he just threw last game. Hey, and a lot of people are looking at this like Eagles victory as a loss. But at the same time, you got to keep in the fact that like weather was a big option in that game. A big factor. Excuse me. The wind's blowing like crazy, but also in the same sense, Brady's got Jacoby Myers and N'Keal Harry out there. One thing that one of the guys from the Sports Hub said, Arcan.
Yeah, Christian Arcan.
Arcan had said that Tom Brady hadn't showed up to OTAs. And the Patriots' way is you start from the beginning and you finish it to the end. And Brady, this past season, did not show up to OTAs.
The last one, too. Like the past 2 years.
Yep. And he's not
exactly. He's supposed to be the physical embodiment of the Patriot way, but
he's the leader.
Honestly, he's not. He hasn't. He's been the least.
He's gonna represent the past 2 years. The Patriots way to all these younger fellas.
I think he's been the only one. I think Gronk didn't show up the year prior. Gronk didn't show. Him and Gronk didn't show up, and they had their own private sessions.
Yeah, they did.
But you know what? I'm not gonna front because that's him and Gronk thing.
Right.
But
their connection is
this year. Tom fucking Brady, you have no receivers. N'Keal Harry fucking needs you, man.
We expect you to show up to OTAs and gain the connection with all these younger receivers.
Listen, I can't front on Tom Brady for N'Keal Harry's body being
fragile.
But you know what? I can frame him. I can frame him for the lack of the agile. He should be able to run some fucking routes with this dude.
Dude, he's a big-bodied receiver. 6'4".
Listen, he was a first overall pick. Obviously, don't get me started on how we could have picked up DK Metcalf.
Yep, a lot of other receivers too.
Don't get me started on how we could have picked up
Terry McLaurin,
Sony Michel. You can't tell these things at the time of the draft. Obviously, of course.
No one knows
N'Keal Henry,
these players.
Or N'Keal Harry, I apologize. N'Keal Harry is on paper a top end talent, someone you can turn into, and he still could be that. Let's
very much can. If him and Brady get on top of each other's shit. I remember last game, I saw Harry. He kind of ran like a fade route, but he should have cut back in. and Brady threw it inside, and Harry did not run inside. The ball just ran out of bounds, and they showed the camera on Tom, and you see Tom over there shaking their heads, like he's shaking his head, and a topic that was discussed earlier in the season was how Gunnar and Jacoby Myers, Gunnar Oslewski, that's how you pronounce it, I don't know, Oslewski, whatever it is, Gunnar and Jacoby Myers were talking about how if they dropped a pass from Tom, they just felt like they instantly lost his respect.
That's the thing.
And they feared dropping a pass from Tom just because of his elderly presence and how everyone has to gain their trust from him. And it just makes it so much harder on a younger receiver than it really should be. When Tom should be there with open arms. I'm the man. I've been doing this for 20 plus years. I'm going to bring you in here and I'm going to make you the best receiver possible.
And that's what he was known for.
Yeah.
Too.
But all of a sudden this year there's a little change,
make them
right?
good. But now it's like he's been toxic this year. I hate to say it, but he's just been toxic.
It's been a different year for Tom Brady.
It's I mean, whatever. I'm confident we'll at least make it to the AFC. A 10th straight AFC championship, which is fucking ridiculous, by the way.
Good achievement.
That's impossible. No one's ever gonna do that again. 10 straight AFC champ. Is it 10
Never.
straight? Is it a fallacy?
It could just be. It could be divisional wins.
Hey, Nick in the booth.
seeds.
Can we look that up?
How many real quick? AFC divisions?
Just look up the consecutive AFC championship.
Yeah. No. Actually, yeah. Just the division championships. You mean, right?
So, just the appearances in general. But
Facts.
regardless, Tom
They've
Brady
been
was
there a
supposed to
lot.
be like a mentor of sorts, and he was always looked at as that way. But this year, he's literally calling out his receivers.
It's bad.
We need more fucking talent. I need more options. We need a better offense. I need all this shit. I mean, and you've got these weapons at your disposal. Granted,
I agree.
These aren't
Rinkus.
These aren't fine-tuned weapons, but these are something you have
he
to
can work with.
You have to tune them.
Something he can work with.
You're their quarterback, motherfucker. Damn it.
He's won Super Bowls with less.
Way less. And you know what? With
You have Edelman. I know Sanu's banged up. Dorsett's banged up. You got Jacoby Myers, an undrafted rookie.
Is it 10, Nick?
Who has worked his ass off every
Still.
day to try
That's
to
correct.
implement himself into this Patriots offense.
That's 9 AFC championships.
And every pass I've seen Tom throw to him that was catchable, Jacoby Myers has made that catch. But Kobe Gyres, folks, keep that name in your mind. You got N'Keal Harry coming up. Him and Tom just have to find their connection. It's not going to be an over-practice thing. It's going to be an in-game thing. Tom earns his trust in-game.
Yeah, N'Keal Harry's got to learn on site.
Same thing happened with Philip Dorsett.
Online trainings.
He relies on Philip Dorsett way too much some games. I know Dorsett's a great target.
Yeah, but the thing is, okay.
You can't rely
Tom
on
Brady can make any other team's third receiver a primary receiver. But when it comes to Philip Dorsett, that's when I love Philip Dorsett.
He's the sneaky factor.
I love Philip
in our
Dorsett,
offense.
but the thing is, Philip Dorsett's not supposed to be a primary receiver.
No, not at all.
I don't care how good of a receiver he is. He's a great receiver.
Brady should not be throwing him over five passes.
He's a lot like a Marcus Smart, and I'm not saying defensive-wise or anything stupid like that. I'm saying he's a role player.
He comes up with those
So
big
he's a role
scores
player.
when
He's
you
not
need
supposed to
him.
be your go-to guy. I get it
No.
in certain situations in which you don't have Edelman, Sanu, any of the following. Dorsett's going to have to be that guy. But
Right.
he just should not be. And that way I do
shouldn't.
feel Brady at this age,
He should be your second
lack
option.
of mobility, lack of whatever the fuck he wants to. I mean, he does look as great as he's ever looked.
He has
but-
looked great in that pocket. Avoiding
looked
pressure and everything. With Marshall Newhouse
I know
on
he
your
was
left
getting
side.
pretty fucking
That's
hurried
tough.
That's
That's
the
tough.
Ravens. He was fucking just.
We
just
have to
started
give
a little
Brady
bit.
credit for avoiding the rush with that.
He's been pretty good. He's been smart
Hey.
about it. He wants to preserve his body. But
Absolutely.
Do you see that? Okay, so you know the Kawhi Leonard memes are.
The load management.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dude.
His fake laugh.
Dude, you know how it's like. I saw this fucking tweet and it was like Tom Brady. I want to play till I'm 45, and then it said Marshall Newhouse.
I don't know if it's happening.
Hey.
Marshall Newhouse will have him playing for another quarter of the season.
Did you say
He's
N'Keal
done.
Harry yet, or no?
We've talked about him a couple times. We said that. I forget who it was. I think it could have been Felger, Mass, whoever the fuck it was. I don't give a fuck. But anyways, they thought that N'Keal Harry would. Hold on, let me think of the statement I'm looking for. They thought that he would bring the presence that Josh Gordon had brought to the team.
Because he's a big guy.
Exactly. But in the 6 games Josh Gordon was here, he had 20 receptions
He had a lot of targets.
for a little over 20 yards. I mean, excuse me, not 20 yards. That's ridiculous. I meant 200 yards. Which isn't even that impressive. And if you want to talk about Sanu's game against the Ravens, he had 10 receptions. That's half of Josh
How
Gordon's
many yards
receptions.
did he have with that? Like 70 something?
Yeah, he
Something
was
like that?
he was up there, but like he had a lot of good catches, and we would have beat those Ravens if I'm sorry to
Edelman
say
fumble
it.
fucked some shit up.
Julian Edelman's our savior, but that fumble
Listen.
for 6 is unexcusable.
Hey, well, you know what?
That was a scoring drive.
Here's the
right
thing.
there. We would have had the lead by 4.
It brings it to a whole different point in which there's certain omnipotent figures in which they can make certain huge mistakes, but you can forgive them for it. Julian Edelman is one of those people.
But he just threw a touchdown last week.
And I
which makes up
wholeheartedly,
for it.
here's, you know what, honestly,
Better passer
that whole
rating
thing,
than
it makes
Tom
me feel
Brady
better in a
last
way
week.
because, like, I do kind of feel for Julian Edelman in a way because, you know, that shit killed him.
He's taking all the double teams this
And
year.
and he took that blame for that. He took the
He
blame
did,
for that
absolutely.
game. And you know what? And how many times we wouldn't have won Super Bowls without him. So
No, hold on.
I don't. You know what? I could give a fuck about a regular season game because I know he'll pull through for us in the playoffs, even if we have to face the Ravens, be it in the divisional or AFC Championship round. Because either way, Lamar Jackson is looking like a fucking stud, and he will be in the playoffs.
He is.
Props to him. He is looking
Hold on,
great.
hold on. I have a point on Lamar Jackson. If you're a QB and you're as mobile as he is, you're running the
You're
ball
toast.
15 to 20 times a game. I don't want to be that dickhead to say it, but before the end of the season, I believe he is going to suffer at least one injury. You can't run the ball,
You're not a dickhead for saying that. That is the most shared.
but it is
Sentiment.
crazy how he can run. It is crazy how he can run the ball and avoid contact and
He's
not
great.
get hurt.
You know what the thing is? It's like I heard.
He runs the ball like a running back.
I don't know who it was that said it was either Van Noy or Hightower. One of them. It's probably Van Noy because the guy doesn't. As much as I love Van Noy, he does not shut the fuck up, dude. He is so present on social media, and it's like, come on, dude, just play football. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up and
He
dribble.
wants to be in the limelight. He loves the spot. He's gonna want to be all over. Okay, I'm sorry. Aqib Talib is great on TV too. Just a side
Michael
note.
Crabtree.
Aqib Talib is great on TV. He's gonna be on Fox, whatever. I like Aqib Talib. Irregardless, they said that Lamar Jackson, like you see him on TV, he's a running quarterback. His speed in
Thanks,
person, like,
Gotcha.
is fucking.
Pope Henry, always appreciated behind the scenes.
Pope Henry in the booth, putting in
Behind the scenes.
tremendous. I'm sorry about that. Pope Henry behind the scenes, putting in tremendous amounts of work. My name is
Is
Rink.
the
I'm
Rink.
joined alongside Slink, drinking a fucking Bud Light. Back to the conversation.
Actually, we're gonna have a
man.
toast. You guys have yet to see the Wrink and the Slink have a toast on the set. Is there a toast? Wait. Sorry, folks. Journal along 2 side. With this new banger coming out, you guys better be like looking at that. It's actually a banger. Stuck in my head 24/7.
I can agree with that. It is also
And then-
in my head.
Pope Henry behind the scenes. Henry, show yourself.
Give us a bow.
So,
Show them your sick ass sweatshirt.
I mean, I gotta shout out Chris D'Elia.
Exactly.
Crystal.
Hey guys.
Crystal Layla.
Hey.
Crystal
Crystal Light.
Leah.
Crystal
Yes.
Light.
Crystal
As
Light.
me and the Rink would like to say,
2-0.
Taking flight.
we like to spread positivity throughout our broadcast. And we like to see that alongside us, we have 2 side, and we have our behind the scenes manager, Pope Henry. And we like to see that they are content. We like to keep our broadcast managers content. Me and the Rink, we
Obviously.
take shit very serious here,
Obviously.
as you can tell.
Obviously,
Going back,
Obviously,
Rink
no
is going to touch
podcast
the
is
most
complete
recent
without its
subject.
help. And it's always very much worth giving them a
Speaking
little
about
bit
the
of
Patriots-
appreciation and whenever we can.
Are you
you
talking
saying,
about
Solo?
Dallas's matchup?
I just saw recently that Tom Brady is on the questionable list
Well,
for his
That happens a lot.
his
I
right
appreciate-
elbow.
and Nick, Pope Henry, whenever you get the news, feel free to shout it out.
Mhm.
Tom Brady's question.
Most helpful man in the booth.
That's what Bill Belichick does to toy with people.
You think?
Yeah.
He's not gonna play next week.
Hold on.
No, that's what they do. Adam
Hold on.
Schefter takes it and runs
Can
with
I
it, too.
say one thing, please, Rink? As he said, Belichick likes to toy with people. If you look back on last week, after the Pats-Eagles game, you see two different broadcasts from two very different people. But you'd expect...
Belichick and Brady.
Yeah, Belichick and Brady. You'd expect it to be vice versa. Belichick comes out here happy as fuck. Man looks like he just got laid for the first time. Like, he's talking about Jake Bailey like he's like the number one porn star in California.
I will say, he made
he had
amazing
a great
decision. Ryan Allen, with how good of a punter he is, a 3-time Super Bowl champion.
Didn't even get re-signed.
Until
he got re-signed by the Saints, I believe, or Atlanta.
I'd love to be on
It
the
was
Saints.
deep in the season.
But regardless, fucking Ryan Allen, with how good of a punter he is, Belichick knew Jake Bailey was something special.
Dude.
Jake Bailey's making the Pro Bowl as
dude,
a fucking as a
absolutely,
rookie.
dude. The hang time this man
He is
has,
ridiculous, dude.
I've never been
amazing.
Hey,
He makes people appreciate punters.
you
Him and
guys
Johnny
could say
Hekker.
short-lived Patriots career, probably like 14 years. I get excited when Jake Bailey punts the ball. I mean,
I like
I'm
watch.
sure
I want to see what he does. He just does it.
true Pats fans will agree with me, but like
because it's 4th down.
I know that too. But like Jake Bailey is a presence when it comes to punting.
Because you know what, he dude. Listen, like I said, it takes two to tango. Jake Bailey with his punting, putting it right in the 5, and oh my God, the greatest special teamer in NFL history, Matthew Slater.
Alongside Bethel.
Bethel's fantastic, dude. That's crazy too. Isn't that insane too? We got both of them, and fucking. Don't ever forget
You have
Ebner.
the top, dude. You
Nate
have the
Ebner's
top
nasty.
3 gunners in the league.
Nate Ebner's nasty too. Like, on
Ebner is a
special teams,
rugby
he's always there too.
force, dude. He's always been
Special
there,
teams is a huge part of our game.
He's on the injury list.
Our special teams is
Sweet Bill.
ridiculous.
Oh, absolutely.
Our special teams is a huge part of our game.
Belichick makes his team go around.
Well, what you were saying about Belichick and Brady, I think the two sides are different the whole year is because Brady wants the team to win because of him, not because of the defense.
Mm-hmm.
He's sick of being,
That's
just
why
a game
Belichick was
manager.
fucking so
And that's why
happy
Belichick's
after that
happy is
Buffalo
because
win.
I think Belichick. This has been a thing for years now, but Belichick wants to win without Brady and vice versa. Brady wants to win without Belichick. I think this.
But we don't know that.
But I know, but this is what everyone assumes, and honestly,
Of course.
with everything that you see, it's hard not to believe that.
Absolutely.
But Belichick, I think with what he's been doing this year with the defense and how Brady hasn't been, he's been middle of the pack as far as everything's concerned when it comes to being
Oh,
a quarterback.
absolutely. Yep.
So I think
Not even considered.
I think Belichick
five.
is so ecstatic after a lot of these close games in which we feel like like the
when
Bills
the
game.
defense
The
wins
Bills
the
game.
games.
Think about the
Yeah.
Bills game. It was 16-10.
It was one of
We were
Brady's
like, what the
worst
fuck? It was the Bills,
statistically
16-10.
games ever.
Belichick was happy as fuck after that. But
And
it's
it
like,
was one of Brady's worst, like
right?
statistically
But Belichick
games
was
ever.
happy. He said, all-around good game, good get, right?
Yeah.
Because Belichick is happy that he
His
won that
defense,
game, and
yep.
Belichick and Brady didn't.
'Cause
Belichick, it was Belichick is the reason that game was won. Not, and whatever.
Because we know the offense is covered by Josh McDaniels and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
No one else is contributing in that. What, you got Dante Scarnecchia?
Now Belichick has some
he's got
say
the
in the
line
offense, but
going,
he usually
but,
gives it to Josh McDaniel. And
Belichick's
I can't,
controlling that
and
defense.
Brady, dude, that Eagles game, that offensive showing was not good. Brady had a lot of fucking missed targets, a lot of bullshit throws.
Like, at least in the Ravens game, we had a bunch of great looks. We had some great looking drives that we just could not finish. But, like...
Was it the first play of the Eagles game where he threw it over his head? Sonny Michel? Was that the first game? Yeah, it was the Eagles.
It was almost hit a pick off.
What?
It was almost picked off.
It was, too. Oh, my God. That was the first play of
Hold
the
on.
game, wasn't it?
There was a lot of throws that game from Brady that I thought they were much too low or they were much too high.
Oh, yeah. Dude, he would...
Like,
dude,
I remember Sanu.
remember the other one he fucking did this to fucking Sonny...
Yeah,
was it James
yeah.
White?
No, I think
he did this like this,
yeah.
dude. I don't know. I was like,
But
what the fuck is that,
There was
dude?
like a catch from Sanu. He ran a slant. And Sanu had to like... Dude, his gloves were like on the ground. And I was like, bro, I know you're trying to protect your receivers at some point, but like... I don't think it's... the real Tom Brady. Like, I think he's off a little bit. I think like that the fact that he's 42 I think it's putting a little toll on him. I mean, as much as people would hate to say this, I think Tom's a different player as the season goes on. But, I mean, everyone knows once it comes down to crunch time, Tom Brady is Tom Brady.
Here's my personal take on this. So
I mean, I don't give a shit about the regular season.
Here's my take on this. The whole thing. Brady's right and Brady's wrong. Brady's
Absolutely.
right for the fact that, yes, his offense is very heavily lacking. If you give Brady, like I said, you give Brady Cowboys offense, aside from Dak Prescott. You give Brady the Browns offense, even aside from Dak Prescott. This
that
offensive
defense,
line that we have
hold on,
is
that
a piece of
defense is
shit
better
right
than
now.
the Pats' defense. They just don't have the right coaching.
Whose defense?
Dallas.
Dallas defense is nice. DeMarcus Lawrence, Vander Esch,
Jalen
who's
Smith,
out.
Vander Esch, Byron Jones.
Byron Jones is nasty.
They didn't get Jabril Peppers. No,
DeMarcus
John's
Lawrence is
gone.
fucking crazy.
Their defense is nice.
They got a good defense. But
They
hold
do.
on now.
Better though.
They're
No, it's not
bad
better.
coaching.
It's not.
They
I
have bad
disagree that it's
coaching.
better.
On paper, they have better defense.
On paper, yeah, but
But they just can't put it together.
Huh?
They just can't put it together.
The thing is,
If you have
what if-
DeMarcus Lawrence, Jalen Smith, and Vander Esch, you should be the top defense.
Byron Jones too.
And Byron Jones. And they have a good safety. They have a Woozier.
Awuzie.
Woozier. Like, dude, they have parts to that defense.
I love that name.
But you got Jerry Jones.
There's a thing. Jerry Jones. What's the fucking guy's name? Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
Piece of shit clapper.
All idiots.
So the thing
Idiots.
is, what did Romo say last week? He said the defense is full of no names. Our defense. People
Yeah,
forget,
he was
dude,
talking
it's-
mad shit about
He was. I wouldn't say it's talking shit because you know what? He's
Nate.
100% right. Who can, dude? Here's the. I think a high talent.
Why is our defense doing so good?
Because Belichick, he's a fucking brilliant defensive-minded coach. Here's the thing.
He made Jonathan Jones
Dude, he
one
always
of the
runs a
top-rated
3-4 too.
safeties.
He always runs a 3-4. He knows what the fuck he's doing. So, dude, if you ask anyone, dude, there's 2 all-star players in the Patriots. That's it. Tom Brady
Stephon
and Stephon
Gilmore.
Gilmore. There's 2 of them. Hightower is a lot like a Brewski. Granted, they have the same number too, same position almost.
They're not great all the time,
So
but they'll make those plays in
They're
clutch
no.
time.
I would say they're always great all the time, but people outside of New England don't appreciate it as much as people inside New England.
Okay.
So
yep.
we always do. Hightower is a wicked common name in New England. Outside New England, you don't hear about it that much.
No.
Brewski, same fucking thing. To
But-
us, we think Teddy
but-
Brewski should have been in the Hall of Fame. But
That
he's
one
not.
year
I agree.
we made the contract deal to Hightower, there was a lot of other teams looking at him.
Yeah, because he's nasty.
But they were just trying to get him for the love.
Hightower, I would give 2 Super Bowl wins.
That's
to.
the one team. That's the one player we paid that paid off
I would give 2 Super Bowl wins.
because
to
we
Hightower.
drafted him. You can't get that man away. He had great talent coming right out of the league. He came from Alabama, great pass rush. He has some coverage ability. But I mean, obviously in that Ravens game, he got exposed a little. We cutting soon.
That fucking no. If you want, what is it? 28.
3 minutes over. Yeah.
Look at that tree.
Alright, as some people would
Tell
say, the
Tell
Pats' offensive line was struggling a little bit.
Well, what I was
Yep.
what I was gonna say was, I think Brady's right, and Brady's wrong. Brady's wrong.
Absolutely.
This,
Good catch. Oh my lord. But he should have never acted.
I think it's.
Rink, that is a party foul. Actually, we're gonna have a quick break here in the stew. We'll see you in a few. I got you. Alright. Hey, looking back on the week 5. Hey, Rink and the vibe. hey, touching different subjects. We got a disagreement. Hey, Rink,
Say,
what you got?
say,
Smoke on
say,
every thought.
say, yeah, say, say. Welcome back to Wrink The Slink, episode 6. My name is the Rink. I'm joined alongside Slink, 2-side, Pope, Henry, behind the scenes, Seth. Cowboys matchup, Dak versus Brady. Who would you rather have starting for the Patriots offense, Dak Prescott or Tom Brady? Question number 1.
Hey guys, folks, Patriots fans, I'd love to have Tom Brady starting. As a wise man once said, a day doesn't strike by where talent doesn't surpass.
The wise man
Once said. And as I would once say, that wasn't a quote by anyone. I made that shit up, you dumb fooligans. But anyways,
You got duped. Absolutely freaking
duped.
demolished.
Demolished. But anyways,
May
the
I
Pats
add-
are going to blow your team out.
You suck.
And Dak Prescott, Mr. Top 3 quarterback in the league.
Dak Prescott actually had pretty good stats this year, Seth. I mean,
Yeah, Rinkus.
but you know what? Dak Prescott's a sham!
He is a choke motherfucker.
It's a sham! Hold on now. But that Cowboys offense, right? It's the number
have a
one
lot going
offense
for
in the
them.
league. That number one offense lost to the fucking Jets. The Jets. They lost to the Jets. Oh,
Sam
these
Donald.
motherfuckers lost to the Jets, bro. But listen,
Fuck the Jets, yo.
Dak's been putting up some numbers. Something you can't disagree with.
I know, the hip thrust is working.
It's a good offense. It's a good team overall. That coaching, shithole. But who
Oh,
would you rather
Jerry
have
Jones?
for this week? And the way this year's been going, I don't care. I don't know if you care about statistics or not, but who would you rather have at QB at the Patriots, Tom Brady or Dak Prescott? I've been hearing this question a lot. At this, no,
Huh?
I'm not saying overall. I'm saying this year at this current stasis of this environment in the NIFL landscape, being the NFL.
Okay. So the way I'm looking at it, the Pats are 9-1. And you have the option at quarterback. Tom Brady or Dak Prescott. Absolutely 100% of the way, I am going Tom Brady. This man is smarter. He is a game manager. And then there's Dak. Hip thrust to the left. Hip thrust to the center. Hip thrust to the right. I'm the greatest QB of all time. Hey, Jerry Jones, you might as well just throw me $35 million because I'm going to win a Super Bowl in the next 2 years. All right, Dak. I'm sorry to say it, but wave the flag. Wave the flag.
I'm gonna have to concur
Jerry
with you.
Jones.
I'm gonna have to concur with you, Seth.
White flag. Jerry Jones.
Seth, I'm gonna have to concur with you.
Jerry Jones. Jerry
You wanna know why? Because Tom Brady,
White flag.
he still can help lead that offense.
Oh, he'll lead them to the Super Bowl,
So,
no doubt.
I understand that there's the argument that Bill Belichick can coach Dak Prescott but realistically, Tom Brady is embedded into that offense and is what helps make that engine run. So
Tom Brady jerks off to
it can't happen without Brady's leadership. Obviously, you want Tom Brady, and I've just heard that question circulated based off how this year's been going, and it's a good question, I guess, statistic-wise this year. But you gotta look at the facts, and Tom Brady is embedded in this offense.
I know.
You
but,
never
like,
go against the Braid Man, that's for sure. Seth.
Tom has not done a terrible job. Like, Tom's done good for what he has had. But the only issue that anyone has seen in this offense is that Tom skipped OTAs. We had opportunities to learn with N'Keal Harry, Jacoby Myers, Gunnar Slesky. During that time, the only original receivers there is Edelman and Sanu. Like, that's what makes me so mad is that... Alright, guys. Slesky. See you later. Practice squad IR. Practice squad IR. Edelman. Shoulder injury. Your top receiver that gets double teamed if he's not open. Then you got your next best receiver, Sanu, with an ankle injury, out 2 to 3 weeks. So you're
2
playing
to 3 weeks.
You're playing Dallas this week, and you're telling me your receivers are Jacoby Myers, N'Keal Harry, Philip Dorsett,
Ben
and
Watson.
Julian Edelman, and Ben Watson.
You know what?
And I say, fuck them up.
I'm excited.
Light their
I'm
lights
excited
out.
to see that because the Cowboys' defense is no joke, as we were talking about. Byron Jones,
They look good on
Marcus
paper.
Lawrence.
But guess what? Jerry Jones sucks a fat cock.
Jerry Jones sucks.
Jerry Jones.
My ball bag
detox-
brought to you by the 99 Restaurants. 99 Restaurants, always the real deal. My name is Wrink the Slink. Jerry Jones can suck my
fucking dick.
scrotum.
Where's your piss brought to you by?
My name is the Rink. I'm joined alongside the Slink on his fucking phone right now. What flavor's in that pod?
Jerry Jones.
It is a mint pod.
It's a mint
I
pod.
hope you
Banned in Massachusetts.
understand.
Same with the word bitch.
What's up, brother?
You cannot say bitch in the word.
Yeah, this pod is over $30
Well,
now,
we're in the beautiful
folks.
state of-
We are in the beautiful state of New Hampshire.
That's why we can say
cocksucker.
bitch.
Cocksucker motherfucker.
We benefit off the-
You ain't talking no yeah, kid.
The way they do it, bro.
Fucking wait.
Yo, so the way we speak.
Two side. Let me get in the camera for me real quick.
See that one more time.
Give me camera with a fit. Come on.
Two side with the
Send it.
one time.
We got two side here on the fashion show. Two
Yo,
side
Nick.
here is
Am I
ready
getting
to
back
blow.
here?
What?
Nick.
You want
Am I
to
on
get in
camera?
talk some? Want to get in talk some Ravens?
Nicholas.
Oh, I mean, if you want me to.
Wasn't there like mixed
Yo,
drink
Seth. I
back
think it's
there?
time for a Ravens segment.
It was back there, right?
Yeah, come on. I'll show you.
Nah, I can't walk
What?
that way.
No, him.
Look
Me?
on my hip.
I have to make the segment, but it's back there.
With the raven.
Yeah, no, I saw
We got the
drink
one
that.
and only, the Raven, the two side.
Yo, Mr. Two Side.
I'm a growing Chucky.
How you were such a savage?
I
Have
live
you-
by the code.
Yo, Nick, by the
You
way,
only
just
the code.
What do you want?
And I trip with the toad.
that charger back
Better
there.
do it, sister. Two side. Why don't we make ourselves known?
This one?
Want to give a firm
The one
formal
outside the wall that
introduction to
just
the
sounds
Furman.
off.
The name Furman, you fear me? Shit cousin. Let's
You
get
fear
on
me?
topic.
The
Furman?
Furman.
So, boys,
You feel
my
me?
fellow Ravens coming in prime time against the undefeated New England Patriots. Their defense has been unstoppable. Number one. And the Ravens come out of nowhere, and the Lamar Jackson,
You're welcome.
the young protege of Mike
It's
Vick, comes out of nowhere and shows the league why you don't count the man out. Not bad for a fucking running back.
Jake, I'm gonna
I
have
don't
to
want to
give a
comment. I do not want to
I
comment.
have to comment on that because you know what?
Red Solo Cup, you feel me? Yo, let's have a fucking party.
You gotta respect someone like Lamar Jackson. They come in here and just fucking print and just pounce on this New England defense. You know what? I'm gonna give it to him because I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. And ever since then, what has he done? He pounced on the fucking Bengals, and then he fucking destroyed. Dude, it's 7-41 against the Texans. The Texans are a good ass team.
What about the Seahawks?
And the
Against Russell Wilson.
they beat him.
He
Russell
exposes
Wilson.
everyone.
Primetime Russell Wilson, fourth quarter Russell Wilson in the Seahawks. And he managed to stop them.
And what are they right now? They're 8-2. They're no joke.
No
The team's
joke.
no joke.
No
So it's gonna
joke.
be it's an AFC Championship game system.
And he's only gotten better with every game during this league. Only gotten better. And not to mention, he had a perfect passer rating. Everyone's saying that
Right.
he can't pass. He had a perfect passer rating. One of the youngest to ever do it.
Seahawks are 8-2.
That was my niece.
Seahawks 8-2.
Yeah, and you know who they play this week?
Who?
Did you see the way they just looked at me?
I was here, brother.
Yo, but anyways.
She said, sign it up.
You like Kaka Pee sister.
Yo. Nick.
I got you.
think I like Pee-Pee.
I know.
So I'll see you soon.
shit.
I'll see you soon,
Bro,
brother.
let me just jump
Oh,
over
shit.
Pee-Pee.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Pee cuckoos.
That's what I'm
Is
saying.
that still recording?
Yeah.
All right, turn it off.
He
Thank you,
go
brother.
pee cuckoos. He go pee boo boos.